What is going on, guys? Mans here. We are back with another trade breakdown video. It is Wednesday, January 25th, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I made just shy of $2,000 trading options on Coinbase today. I'm going to review my exact entry, exit, and how I found this trade. Let's get into it right now. All right, guys. So today was overall a crazy day in the stock market. The market gapped down as a whole very early on due to the Microsoft earnings report, but today I'm going to be covering exactly how I found this Coinbase trade. Now, I want to emphasize that there were two direct confirmation points for finding this trade. Let's cover those right now. Confirmation point number one was I took this trade based on an opening range breakout. And the second confirmation point was that we had extremely strong bullish flow for Coinbase on weekly options. So I want to emphasize that those are the two confirmation points which led me to take this trade. And I actually had two total trades on Coinbase today, but I'm going to be recapping my afternoon trade here on Coinbase. So we are looking at the Coinbase 15-minute chart right now, guys. And I really want to emphasize, obviously, we had this initial gap down in the morning. We reversed, and then this is kind of where the trade starts, right? So we first had a pullback to this initial breakout zone at 51.10. And if you look, we first need to understand what was our opening range on Coinbase, right? So that first 15-minute candle, we had a high on that opening range candle at 52.07. And as you can see this afternoon, we came back down, retested this 51.10 level, and as we started to reverse and come up, the first thing that I noticed was some very strong bullish flow coming in on Coinbase, guys, this afternoon. So right at about 1:05 Eastern Standard Time, I saw a little over $600,000 come into the $47 calls for the weekly expiration. If you guys aren't too familiar with flow, that's an extremely bullish bet on Coinbase to go up in price. They were buying a little over, obviously, $500,000 on the $47 weekly calls. Whenever I see extremely strong size on weekly calls like that, guys, that's always going to be a decent confirmation point for me, because that obviously means that somebody is with a lot of money is expecting a decent short-term move up in the stock price. Now, after I saw that, I came over to the Coinbase chart and I saw that we were approaching this opening range breakout high, right? So I was looking at that 52.06 level, and as we started to come up to the 52 level, I actually alerted that I was going to be taking the next week calls. So these were a February 3rd expiration. I took 20 contracts on the 25K challenge account, which I tweeted out my entry was at 104. I bought those 20 contracts as we approached this 52.06 level, which was our opening range high. Now, the reason that I was doing that was with this flow, I was anticipating a breakout confirmation over this range. I had a very tight stop loss on this trade, and I was really looking to take advantage of this momentum above that opening range high. Now, that very next 15-minute candle, guys, as you can see, as soon as we got confirmation over that 52.06 level, Coinbase started to rocket to the upside. We saw a $1.40 move on the stock all the way up to 53.40. At that point, those calls went a little over 28%, guys, and netted a fantastic return in just under 2 hours, which is, just a really clean trade. There was very little pullbacks once we got that confirmation over 52.06. And like I said, I was anticipating this trade a little bit. And if I'm anticipating an opening range high breakout like that, I'm definitely going to keep a very tight stop loss, as there is a chance that setup could not confirm. However, given the flow that we saw, I definitely thought we would end up seeing that breakout over the high. Now, I want to mention, guys, one reason that I actually stayed in this trade was at 1:45, so about 35 minutes after I entered the trade at 1:09, we saw a even bigger call sweep on those same $47 weekly calls. We saw an $896,000 call sweep, guys, on those 47 weekly calls for the 127 expiration. That gave me a little bit more conviction to hold for a further upside move. And wouldn't you know, guys, right after that call sweep, which was right here, we saw a really clean move right after that call sweep on increased volume, and we got that move to 53.40. I ended up scaling about 90% of my position here, and that was for about a 25% move on the next week options contracts. The weekly calls went a little over 100%, guys, and overall this trade netted me, like I said, just a little under $2,000. This was for about 2 hours total of work, and this was honestly, guys, my favorite trade of the day. Now, guys, let's do a quick review. So we had an opening range breakout, and we had extremely bullish weekly call flow on Coinbase. These were my two confirmation points for this trade, and it was honestly just the most stress-free trade ever. So I wanted to kind of go over this recap for you guys and show that exact setup on how I found this. If you enjoy these trade recap videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll try to do more of them. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.